Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video today we are going to study about the terminologies related to the digital communication techniques. Basically you should be familiar with the three things which I have mentioned here. The first terminology is information source. Next is entropy or average information. Third one is sampling process or basically sampling. Let us start with the first one, information source. Information source is a block or any device which you can consider. So this information source, or it is a generally source emitter. So information source, you can consider it as a block where the sequence of symbols are emitted, and these sequence of symbols, in these sequence of symbols, each symbol is content with some kind of information. So how you can define it? Information source is a block or it is a symbol emitter which emits the symbols in which each symbol content with the some kind of information. So this is the definition of the source, information source. Next thing is we have entropy or average information. As its name itself defines it as a average information. Entropy or average information defines that the number of symbols are, we know that the number of symbols are emitted and each symbol content with some kind of information. Here each symbol may contain high information, or in some symbols the information will be content will be low, or in some symbols the information content will be moderate. It means that in each symbol there is no fixed amount of information contained. So generally for calculation purpose we will consider the average information content in the symbol. So entropy can be defined as the average information content in the symbols which has been emitted from the information source is called as entropy or average information. Then the third one is sampling process, which is most important. Sampling process is a process in which continuous time signal is converted into discrete time signal. So this process is called as sampling process. I'll repeat it. Sampling process is a process in which the continuous time signal is converted into the discrete time signal. So this process is called as sampling process. Now further we'll try to understand what exactly the sampling process is. Yes, as I told you that sampling process is a process in which the continuous time signal is converted into the discrete time signal. As you can see in the diagram here, the above x of t is a signal that is considered as continuous time signal, which I have mentioned it as x of t with respect to time. This continuous time signal is given to the sampler. Sampler is a device which performs a sampling process. Now this sampler gives the output as a discrete time signal, means this continuous time signal is converted into discrete time signal, which I have mentioned with x dash of t, and discrete this signal x dash of t is considered a discrete time signal. And you can see the lines here in the discrete time signal. Each line is considered to be the samples. Each line is considered to be as a samples. So there is a reason this process is called as a sampling process, means the continuous time signals are converted into samples, and this group of samples in the appropriate form we call it as a discrete time signal. This is exactly the sampling process. Now next, after understanding the sampling process, basically this sampling process is done before the transmission in the digital communication. Now we can understand that after receiving at the receiver side, it is necessary to convert these discrete time signals or samples into again a continuous time signal. For that reason, we need to do the reverse process of sampling process. The reverse or the opposite process of sampling process is a reconstruction process. We call it as a reconstruction process, wherein the discrete time signal is given to the reconstruction filter, and that reconstruction filter reconstruct the signal again back to the continuous time signal. So generally you can define the reconstruction as it is a process in which the discrete time signal is converted into the continuous time signal. So this is about the sampling process, complete sampling process. Now while doing the sampling, one thing we need to remember, that is called as a sampling theorem, which is most essential, plays a very vital role during the transmission of the signal using the digital communication. Before explaining you the sampling theorem, let me make you familiar with the two notations. One is Fs and Fm. Fs is considered to be a frequency of sampling signal, and Fm is considered to be frequency of message signal. Now you are 4th semester students, you might be knowing what you mean by frequency. If you do not know, let me tell you that frequency is a parameter, or it is one of the quantity which possesses with every signal. So frequency means number of cycles per second. If you are considering analog signal, if you are considering discrete time signal, we have to consider as number of samples per second. So as here, this is Fs is the frequency of sampling signal and Fm is the frequency of message signal. Now let us try to understand what is sampling theorem. Now before studying this, we have seen about the sampling process. Now in the sampling theorem, we'll come to know how exactly the faithful communication takes place. That is error-free communication. Faithful communication in the sense error-free communication. So when the signal is converted from the continuous time signal to discrete time signal, and again the discrete time signal can be converted back into the continuous time signal. This process of transformation of the signals from continuous to discrete and from discrete to continuous is possible without any kind of error, if and only if it satisfies the condition that the frequency of the sampling signal is greater or equal to twice of the frequency of the message signal. So this is the sampling theorem. Hope you have understood. Thank you.